Here today to give you a few security alerts, some things that are being planned by Museveni's government. Obviously, his plans are never good for Uganda. Right now, I have some security alerts from the State House and some other places, but I'd like to share with you. So, since the election, as you might know, it has been very difficult for Museveni to act the right way. Despite winning the election, he's still hunting Bobi Wine. His home is still under siege. The military and police are still residing there almost permanently since the 15th of January. Today is the 5th of February. So I call upon everyone concerned, anybody who can tag the UN, anybody who can tag ICC. We call upon our brothers and sisters in Congo, Kenya, Tanzania, all those neighboring countries, Burundi, because what happens in Uganda, especially Kenya, that's your future. What is happening in Uganda right now is in Kenya's near future. So my Kenyan brothers and sisters, please come on board. Let us share our tactics now to help you save your future later, because it's not going to be good. Museveni has infiltrated his fangs into Kenya. So come on, let's work together. Let's get this family out of East Africa entirely. Okay? So Museveni has some very, very, very big plans. Despite him trying to swear in now, he is also planning a transition of power in his own preference. So when I speak of transition of power, he doesn't mean a transition for Uganda or as a nation as we wish. No. The transition of power still in Museveni's mind is supposed to be by him, through him, with him, and his family. So here are some of the details. So what they're planning on, before I get to the transition, let me give you a security alert right now because it's very urgent and we may need to know quickly so we can spread the word and get it out there. Museveni plans on a big terrorist attack, not a terrorist attack that's organized by Damulira, Kaihura, Salim Saleh, and Muhozi. They plan on attacking parliament in broad daylight during a parliamentary sitting, a debate. They're going to use the gangs, as you people know, Kaihura, Damulira. They work with a lot of gangs that are in the ghetto. They have, in fact, they pay some of them. Many of you know of this, this guy who's Fangon group or whatever. They're going to use such a group of people. They have them organized already. What they'd like to do is to have these people armed with bombs, guns, and all types of ammunition to get into parliament during a parliamentary sitting. They actually want to do this while the old parliament is still sitting, because remember, many MPs that were elected this time were elected as interest MPs for Museveni. Most of them are Rwandese Kabano. You will see people like Hildeman, Dr. Hildeman. He actually won the election, but the win was given to Amelia Chambade. In Waiswa in Nakawa, Waiswa Mufumbiro won the election, but the win was given to Ruhindi. I think he has both names. I do remember when I lived in Nakawa, Ruhindi was a member of parliament then. And that was, I would say, I came to the US maybe 20 years ago. And so he's back by assignment. Because remember, even in Kabano, there are actual names of people in their policies or bylaws, whatever runs the structure of the Kabano, the Rwandese community, organization. They actually do have names in those books that they've written or bylaws that include names like Besigye. Besigye is staying in the opposition to keep Museveni relevant, to keep the opposition looking like it is real, and yet he is working alongside Museveni, so Museveni looks like he's democratic. The other person that is in there is the Ruhindi family. They are listed in the Kabano, actually, one of these days I will start over and I'll bring the history of the Kabano group. They are all over the world. They're cast everywhere. They're like a dark web. They're cast everywhere. They meet often. They decide on new routes or changes. They decide on acts. They add new people. They update things. They're now putting their future where their mouth is. Their children and grandchildren are starting to line up and take position. So they're called the Kabano in the Bahima dynasty. So let's call on CNN, Larry Madowo, anybody tag him, tag whoever you can tag, because these facts, this is going to be something that's going to happen in the near future. Okay? The attack on Parliament of Uganda, today is February the 5th, 2026. Museveni and son, Muhoozi, Salim Saleh, Kaihura, and Damulira are planning an attack on the Parliament of Uganda with the previous parliamentarians, the ones who exist until the new elected MPs take over, while in session during a debate, to make sure that most of those MPs are killed, especially the NRM ones, because this time Museveni has his own people that are going to help him transition, as he plans in his mind to transition into an impeachment and later on have his brother take over. Well, his brother is still not a final decision. Okay, so tag anybody you can tag, because this is vital. It is serious. It is important. It needs to be shared widely, because we do not want to lose our MPs. The MPs that will be in session probably around the time that this happens may be Ugandan MPs. So let's make sure this doesn't happen, okay? The attack on Parliament will be using ghetto gangs and rebel groups from Congo. When they do attack, these will be youths who will seem like people who elected Chagulanyi, okay? They're choosing people who look like His Excellency Chagulanyi's supporters. Remember, we are the youth. We are the young people. We are the change wanters. We are the people who are not in the system. We are the people who are not working with the government currently. So he wants to use people who look like us so that he can easily brand internationally to the Western world that indeed NUP, or National Unity Platform, does have terrorists or is made of a terrorist organization. Okay? So